Welcome to my views and news. Some updates for you on the ongoing war in Sudan. Firstly, RSF have announced agreement to a new ceasefire, 72-hour-long humanitarian ceasefire proposed by Saudi Arabia and the US. Secondly, we have numbers for you. How many have been displaced from this war so far? How many have entered Egypt? How many have entered Eritrea, Ethiopia, South Sudan? Chart details. And thirdly, we have briefing on a map for you. Within the last around 48 hours, rapid support forces tried to attack two Sudanese Army's bases. One near Khartoum International Airport and the other one is in Kordofan. There was heavy fighting. Geo-located pictures, videos are confirming these two attacks. What happened there? Details for you on a map. Firstly, rapid support forces have issued a statement just a few minutes ago confirming their willingness to abide by another 72-hour-long ceasefire. How many ceasefires have been announced so far? We have lost count of the number of ceasefires, honestly, since the start of this war on the 15th of April. How many were completely implemented? None so far. Despite ceasefires, airstrikes continued, artillery shelling continued, clashes went on, attacks on each other's bases continued. So basically there was no ceasefire. But RSF says that it has agreed to ceasefire after mediation by Saudi Arabia and the US. Though RSF thanked IGAD, African Union, Egypt, Ethiopia, South Sudan, other neighboring countries for playing their role in this announcement of ceasefire. Let's see, the other side will also agree to the ceasefire, but practically you would not see any ceasefire on the ground. Secondly, displaced people and refugees, number is rising. Number is alarming, viewers. Neighboring countries are now facing the consequences of this war. How many have entered Egypt, Ethiopia, South Sudan? Chart so far. So far, 350,000 people from Sudan have entered Egypt. In South Sudan, 225,000 people. In Ethiopia, 55,000. Eritrea, 55,000. Chad, around 100,000. Central African Republic, around 25,000. Internally displaced, around 75,000. Evacuations are apart from these figures. So you see that tens of thousands have been displaced so far into neighboring countries in Sudan. This is a humanitarian disaster in Sudan unfolding. We don't know what is happening in Khartoum, Central, in Bari. How many are dead at their homes because they could not get out. They died because of, died as collateral damage, airstrikes, artillery shelling ongoing there. And thousands are still trapped in Khartoum, Bari, Umdurman. They could not leave the cities because of fighting clashes there. It's a humanitarian catastrophe in Sudan. World, Africa, Horn of Africa, East Africa, neighboring countries, they'll have to be involved in this war to put an end to it through dialogue. Otherwise, all are facing the consequences of this war, neighboring countries. Those who are entering neighboring countries, who are they? Are the Sudanese? Are the people from those countries where they are entering, Ethiopians, Eritreans? And what is going to be the consequence of the entry of these people in neighboring countries? We can talk a lot, but the point is that there must be some international intervention, which is happening, by the way, but so far we are not seeing any results. Parties are continuing their they believe they have a chance to win this war, to defeat the other side. That is why we're seeing a continuation of this war. Now we have details for you on a map of the last around 48 hours. What happened? RSF tried to storm two bases of Sudanese Army, one close to Khartoum International Airport, other one in North Kordofan. What happened there? Details for you on this map. Firstly, viewers, there was heavy fighting yesterday close to Kober Bridge, which links Khartoum Central with Bahri. You can see this bridge here. This is Kober Bridge. It links Khartoum Central with Bahri here. You can see that the bridge is very close to Khartoum International Airport, which is under the control of Rapid Support Force members for days, and close to this airport is Sudanese Army headquarters, again under the control of Rapid Support Forces. The bridge is being controlled by Sudanese Army for days. And close to this bridge is Kober Prison. You can see here, Kober Prison, from where some members of former Omar al-Bashir's government were released a few days ago. And they said that supplies to the prison, supplies of food had been cut off, so they had to leave the prison. Government, I think, accused Rapid Support Forces that they stormed the prison. You see, very close to Kober Bridge, this bridge is a Kober prison. And further to the west, somewhere here is a building, a base of Sudanese Army. Signal Corps base is here, somewhere here. And fighting went on for hours close to this base. Sudanese Army claimed that Rapid Support Forces launched an attack on this base. But the attack was repelled. Sudanese Army shared a video from Signal Corps headquarters. So Sudanese Army is in control of this area. It means in control of prison, in control of this bridge, in control of the Signal Corps. And this area is not far away from Khartoum International Airport. Here you can see. Bridge is being controlled by the Sudanese armed forces, but it's not that Sudanese army is in a position to storm the airport. No. The vicinity of the airport to the north of airport road is being controlled by Rapid Support Forces. Now, several maps are circulating in social media showing the areas under the control of Rapid Support Force and Sudanese armed forces. None of these maps is completely correct. People are trying, but it's difficult to map the entire area, these three cities, Darman, Bahri and Khartoum Central, in terms of control of Rapid Support Force and Sudanese Army. Why? Because fighting is ongoing in streets, in neighborhoods. So it's difficult to map the entire area. And secondly, Kober Bridge is being controlled by Sudanese Army, but to the north, along this road, this hospital, Hajj al-Saifi was the place where Rapid Support Force members entered yesterday. This hospital is in Bahri, and the bridge is the one which links Bahri with Khartoum Central. So it's difficult to say which areas are under the control of Bahri, which areas are Bahri, Khartoum Central, Darman are under the control of Rapid Support Force and Sudanese Army. It's difficult to show them on map. Mainly, situation is largely unchanged. As we have been reporting that the Rapid Support Forces are in control of airport, they're in control of the building of the army, and they're in control of Darman and television radio stations. The Sudanese army is trying to move forward. We saw attempts to move towards Khartoum from Jabra as well, from southern side. The army from here, we saw movement of Central Reserve Police, CRP, and Sudanese army towards Khartoum Central, towards airport, but repelled by rapid support forces. Overall situation fluid. Rapid support force so far is managing to keep its supplies flowing. Sudanese army believes it is making some progress. The progress could be small, but it is hoping to cripple the supplies of rapid support force. So this was the area where there was fighting around Kobar bridge yesterday. Second area where there was heavy fighting was the area is to the west of Khartoum. To the west of Khartoum, to the west and south is Al Ubays. You can see here Al Ubays. Al Ubays is in North Kordofan. This city, Al Ubays, is situated along a very important supply route. You see this route. This road links Darfur with Khartoum. You can see Khartoum here. Khartoum to Darfur road passes through Al Ubays. You can see Al Ubays here. And here reportedly on Wednesday and Thursday there was heavy fighting. Rapid support force members, they encircled Al Ubays. They tried to attack here a base of a Sudanese army. In Al Ubays, there is 5th Infantry base of Sudanese Army's 5th Infantry Division headquarters. And from east and west, reportedly, rapid support force members, they encircled Al Ubays, and fighting went on for hours for the control of that base. The base is still under the control of Sudanese armed forces. It means rapid support forces its attack on the base has been repelled. But in the clashes, large number of casualties is being reported. Civilians died too. A hospital in Al Ubays is confirming that 12 dead bodies were received and 30 injured arrived at the hospital. But the area is, the base is under the control of Sudanese armed forces. This is how the rapid support forces ensure the supplies keep on flowing. Because Darfur is their stronghold, so they want to ensure that they have their presence along this road. If the road is cut off, they won't be able to get supplies from Darfur. Some other routes too, but this is the main route. So we can say that rapid support forces 2 attempts of attacks on Sudanese army's bases in the last 48 hours or so could not produce results. Yes, Sudanese army suffered losses, but still in control of Signal Corps near Kobar Bridge and the 5th Infantry Division headquarters in Al Ubays. Thank you for watching.